Hi, this is Debbie with the Food Prepping Channel, and today I've got to do something that I've been putting off, but I don't want to waste them either, so I'm going to make some tomato sauce. I hope you can see this. I've got one big bowl of tomatoes that the man down the street gave to me. I've already cored them, washed them, and I've got a bowl of cold water over here. I don't think y'all can see that, but here on my NuWave, I've got water coming up to a boil. It's already boiling, but I kind of wanted a better boil, but I'm just going to go on and do this because I've got to get these done. So I'm going to put 4 tomatoes in this water. And as you can see, I think you can see this, these have already been cored, and if there was any bad spots on them, I cut those out. Now I'm going to let these sit in here and boil. Now that I put the tomatoes in, they're not boiling as much anymore, but I need to boil them until the peelings crack on them. And then once the peeling cracks, then I will submerge them in this bowl of ice water and let them sit there until they cool off. And then I will peel them, and I will continue to do that with all of these tomatoes. And I'll show you, the peeling just comes right off. And if you've got an extra abundance of tomatoes, this is what you need to do with them, because I'm going to make tomato sauce with these. And I know it's not going to be very much, but over this coming up week, I'll be able to use it and make some different stuff with them. I'm not going to worry about canning them or freezing them or anything, because it's not that much. There's a little man down the street. He's probably close to 90 years old, and every summer he brings me up vegetables. And last Saturday morning he knocked on my door, and he had gotten the last of his tomatoes out, and he'd already brought me some, but he brought me this huge basket of tomatoes. And I've got to fix them. I love homemade tomato sauce, and I'm gonna bring you through as I do this and make the tomato sauce. This is gonna take me a while, but like I said, I don't want these to go bad, and I do want the sauce from these. So right now they're just boiling, and like I said, there's one that the skin is already cracking on that one. And as they get hotter and the skin cracks more, I will drop them in this cold water, and I'll bring you back when I get ready to peel them, to show you what to do. Okay, the last of the tomatoes are in the bowl for me to peel, and I just want to show you. I want you to see this. I hope you can see. It just absolutely peels off. Can you see this? It just peels off. The peeling just comes right off. There it is. All the peeling is off of this tomato. Let me show you another one. See, I let them stay in there until the peeling is cracked. See, look at it. It just peels right off. I need another way to... Well, that one just fell off, see? No skin on that tomato. It just fell off. Alright, I've got 2 more to do. Let me see if I can raise this some. so that y'all can see better over my hand. Alright, here's one more. See, the skin just peels right off. It just comes off. And there's what's left of the tomato. Alright, let's see. Alright, yep, got one more. Oh my gosh, it just came off before I could ever even look at that. Before I could get it out of the water. And there's all my tomatoes. This took me no time. No time to get this done. It is absolutely amazing and so simple. So I'm going to go on and I'm going to decide what I want to do with the tomatoes. Whether I want to put them in my food processor with onions and green peppers and some garlic. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. And I need to get everything set up. So I'll bring you back in just in a little while. Okay, we're ready. I've got my tomatoes. I've got 5 or 6 cloves of garlic. I've got 1.5 onions. I've got 1 green pepper. And I'm just going to have to do this by... Oh, I'm just going to have to do this by doing it by like a few at a time. Because I'm not sure how this food processor's going to do. I've never really tried to pulverize anything in it. So, we're going to put the lid on. Lock it. Got to plug it in as usual. I always forget this. Always. Do I forget to plug this in? Okay. If this doesn't work, we're going to use Well, it looks like it might work. I want the seeds and everything totally pulverized. Alright, so let me see. Let me take this off and see how it is down inside there. Alright, I'm going to pulse it a little bit more. I still see seeds in it, but I guess I'm just going to have to live with that. Alright, so we're going to take this off. And then I'm going to pour this into this bowl. And I'm just going to keep on going. Until I get all of this done, and then I will bring you back and show you the finished tomato sauce. Okay, I'm back. And I think you can see, yeah, you can, my pot of tomatoes. And I forgot my spoon. Alright, let me go on and get my seasonings that I'm going to put in there first. Because this is tomatoes and because there is acidity in there, and acidity can sometimes be bitter. I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of white sugar in there. And I think I should be able to see this. That's going to go in here. Let me turn this on medium heat. Alright, and then I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of basil leaves. I've never used these before. I usually use fresh basil, but I've got them and we need to use them. Because I'm moving and I need to clear out some of this stuff. Alright, and then I've got, if I can get it to come out, 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. And then I'm going to use, even though I've got garlic and onion in there, I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of granulated garlic powder and 1 teaspoon of onion powder. I'm excited about this. I know that I've done this over the years. I think I made salsa. I don't think I've ever made tomato sauce. I think my daughter and I made salsa one year. Alright, now I've got my kosher salt. And I'm going to put in 1 heaping teaspoon of salt in this. And then my coarse ground black pepper, I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of that. Alright, and I've got to get my spoon to stir this, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And I'm just going to stir this, and I'm going to let it come up to a simmer. And then I'm going to cut the heat down, put the top on, and I'm just going to let it cook on a low simmer until all of these herbs and everything gets cooked into there. And oh, I'm telling you, this is going to be so good. If you got an extra abundance of tomatoes, do this. This was the easiest thing. Those tomatoes, I had not been looking forward to doing those tomatoes, but my gosh, it was easy as all get out. Just put them in your boiling water, wait till the skin start cracking, then put them in your cold water, and the skin just falls right off. That was the easiest thing, and I can't remember it being that easy when my youngest daughter and I did this years ago when I made salsa. But this is, and I wish I had done this with the chicken and spaghetti instead of having to pick out all the pieces of skin or whatever. But I'm telling you, I'm just amazed at how easy that this was. And I've got this on my NuWave Precision Induction Cooktop on medium heat, bringing it up to a boil, and then I'm going to cut it on a slow. I'm doing this slow. And like I said, then I'm going to cut this down and just let it simmer for an hour or so. And then maybe I'll think of something that I can put this on tonight. I've still got my, maybe I can put this on my frittata. Just cover my frittata with it a little bit. I made a frittata for breakfast, and that should be the video before this one. Using my NuWave Oven Pro Plus. and it was amazing. But I have a ton left over. It's hard cooking for just one person when you're used to cooking for the neighborhood. So now that I'm moving and I'm going to be down in the country with my daughter and my 2 grandchildren and my step-grandson, I'll be cooking all the time for them. So anyway, it's coming up. It's going to come up to a boil in just in a minute, and I'm going to turn it down and just have it on a slow simmer. I'm going to put the lid on it and just let it simmer for an hour or so, and I'll bring you back. Okay, I'm back. I want to show you the tomato sauce. I've let it cook down, and I tried to get the seeds out with a strainer, but it takes all the pulp, and I really don't want all the pulp taken out of it. But I will tell you this. This is undoubtedly the best. It tastes like tomato soup, and it is unbelievable. It is so good. Oh my gosh. It it doesn't taste like tomato sauce. It tastes like tomato soup. But it's got a kick to it, and I don't really know where that came from, because I didn't really put that much pepper in it. But it is so good. This is the best tomato sauce that I've ever tasted. And I think you can see it's runny, but I still could make a killer spaghetti sauce with that. And I'm going to put it in my freezer cups, and I'm just going to put it in the refrigerator because I'm sure I'll probably be using it this week. So I just wanted to bring you back and tell you that, and ask you too, if you know how to get the tomato seeds out, please tell me. I've heard something about a food meal, but I don't really know what that is, or if that would get the tomato seeds out and leave the pulp. I really want the pulp in there. I don't want it to be just totally liquid. So if you have any ideas, or if you know of a way, let me know. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and you have a wonderful night. Bye.